them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not, that's okay. You can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Winona too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
and this is Tara.
On today's episode, we have a mail sack. And before we get to it,
Was that about it today?
listen, here's the thing. We had a great episode last week.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was great. It was fun, right?
Yeah.
We had fun.
The Cat Burrell
Cat
was
Burrell.
on the show.
And so because it was all cat last week, we have some mail sack to catch up on. We have a lot of stuff that we've all done and watched and, pop culture stuff that we consume to catch up on. So guys, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
This
It's
is a
after
hangout.
dark.
It's after
Technically.
dark.
Grab bag.
It's dusk
potpourri.
right now.
So grab
Yeah.
a beverage,
Join
relax,
us.
eat an edible if that's what you're into.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
However you relax.
Do
Come
some
on-
deep breathing if you're
Do
not
yeah.
into
Yes.
the other things.
Yeah, meditate. Go for a walk. That's always relaxing
Yeah.
Walk.
But while you listen to us.
while you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. And,
Gonna-
if this is the second
right.
episode of this podcast that you're listening to, we're glad you're here. I hope you enjoy. I'm sure you enjoyed Kat. You're gonna love us. Okay.
Yeah. And if you found us from Kat's interview, drop us a line. Say hello. We love our listeners and their mail. So, yeah, it is shenerdsOut@gmail.com.
Nice plug. And also,
you.
I mean, as you'll find out, the listeners are a huge part of this of our show. So like, we love hearing from you guys. We got a lot of inside jokes and stuff. It's really a lot of fun. So hopefully you stick around, because unfortunately, Kat Burrell's not going to be on every episode.
No. But she's on some other ones and some other fun folks. So if
That's
this
true.
is your second episode, you got about 250 others. You just go back if you are bored, if you take a lot of walks. Yeah, a large catalog to
You
go
have
back.
A lot to catch up on. So,
Yes.
So you're welcome.
Yep.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm the birthday girl. That's my job.
Happy
You
birthday.
are
always-
you are actually almost the birthday girl.
Almost.
Almost. May 6th.
Almost.
Coming up.
Ooh,
Not too far.
Pretty
Less
cool.
than a month. What I do, for those of you who are new, I read a celebrity birthday, and my two co-hosts try to guess their age. So let's start with someone who, to me, is just an all-around awesome person.
Mm.
And my joke is she was great as the villain on Alias. Her name is Jennifer Garner. I know she wasn't a villain. You know what I mean.
Oh, boy.
Jennifer Garner. You know what else she is? Cat lady. She pushes her cats around in strollers like I do.
Oh, you know what else she is? Co-owner of Angel City FC, the Los Angeles
Yeah.
professional women's sports soccer team. So,
That's right.
She's
She's pretty cool.
well-rounded.
From
And as
Houston,
you can-
Texas.
Yeah, and as you can see in her Capital One commercial, she has a lot of jobs. You might know her for being an actress, but she owns like a farm or something, supposedly.
Yeah. She has
Something like. Okay, I
her own
think
company.
she's turning
really healthy
53.
things.
It's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going 54.
52.
Oh, I almost did that one. Damn it. Okay.
Turning
Yeah.
52.
All right.
Well,
She's
y'all
like a
are
very,
close.
very
Don't be,
pleasant
Don't
person.
beat yourself up
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I adore her. She's great.
I'm going to lose sleep over this tonight.
No, it's
Let's-
okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, she
you-
seems very
Um,
cool.
She is active at those FC games. I think I talked about this last week, maybe.
Like she
but
like cheering and shit.
she's
No,
like
he's
on
met
the
her, right?
sideline cheering. You go down after the game. She hangs out on
Wow.
the field. talks with people, just into it.
So cool.
Really cool.
Well, our next birthday is someone who knows how hard it is to be a woman. That's America Ferrera. She gave a whole speech about it in Barbie.
Oh,
and
yes.
was nominated for an Oscar.
She was nominated.
It's just hard to be a woman.
It's a great
Okay.
speech.
I love America Ferrera. I'm happy for her. I like her. How old is she? April 18th, by the way. Jennifer Garner was April 17th.
Okay.
So.
I'm guessing 38.
I think she's turning 40.
Tara cheated again. 40.
God,
I knew
damn
it.
it.
I'm pretty sure she is we're
job,
almost
Tara.
exactly the same age. Yeah.
So
Right.
if you are a new listener, you will recognize a pattern. That Tara seems to be really good at guessing these birthdays.
Because I am really good.
As-
Thank you for insinuating that.
So good. You would even think, wow, she must be cheating.
But I'm not, because you can clearly see me right now.
I feel like you and Wendy are in on this.
Nope.
Like you're in cahoots. She's
Nope.
texting you.
I would not help her cheat.
Okay, that's fair.
No.
No.
All right.
I would not do that.
Okay.
She'd probably feed me the wrong information.
Who do y'all want? I'm going to give y'all a pick.
Oh,
Which, the third birthday. Do we want to do Hayden Christensen or Jessica Lange?
Ooh. Those are both tough.
I say Hayden. Let's go
Okay,
Hayden.
Hayden.
All right. Star Wars. Love you, Jessica. But we'll go Hayden Christensen.
Okay.
How old is Hayden Christensen? Did you know he was in Star Wars?
Oh,
I
really?
heard-
Who did
I
he
heard-
play?
I heard that, yeah.
Stormtrooper number 4?
Yeah.
Let's
I-
see.
I think
Go
he's
ahead.
turning 43.
I think he's my age. I think he's 40. How old am I? I think he's 40. Shit, how old am I?
Oh, boy.
46. I think
Look, it's
I'm,
not
I think I'm 46.
it's not my fault you're bad at this game, Kat.
How
Kat,
dare
and-
you?
guess what, Kat?
What?
I'm
Tell
so
me.
sorry, but Tara's
No!
right again.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yes.
I'm starting to think she is cheating, honestly.
Thank you.
No. Ugh.
Okay, well, you'll all be very glad to know that I am, in fact,
Should have gone with Jessica Lange.
I am 46, but I'll be turning 47 in September.
Are you sure about that, Kat?
Yeah, I had to double check my math.
Okay.
You're both children.
Oh God, so sorry. I was so mad I missed it. How old is he actually? How old is Hayden?
43.
What did you say? 43? Okay.
Exactly what Tara said. Just listen to Tara. You'll know how old they
I
are.
know. I blanked it out because I was so excited because I thought I was going to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry.
Well.
You didn't.
Well,
It's okay.
well, well, you can do some practice on that. Just
How?
start browsing the internet. I don't know.
I swear,
On
you
your
know
off
what?
time.
Because Kat, every
do I
time Tara
practice?
watches anything on TV, she sits there and IMDb's
Oh.
everything. So I
That's
think
absolutely
it gets
true.
into her subconscious that how old these people are.
But then you remember it? Like, that's insane. You have an incredible memory.
Well, apparently.
But also, as I'm watching, I'm thinking, how old is that person? I'm guessing in my head, and then I go to IMDb to check. And
She
usually,
trains.
I'm getting pretty well. Yeah, like I have a regimen that I follow. Yeah, that I train, and I'm pretty good at identifying these types of things.
You're very good at it, Tara.
Yeah.
In fact, you have an incredible record here.
Thank you. I wish someone was keeping track because
Jackie?
well, Liz.
Yeah, somebody? Anybody?
Yeah, because I think I would be winning.
That's
not important.
I know that you're winning, Tara.
That's
I don't even get to
There's-
play.
There's
That's
no
all right.
guessing here.
But before our Kat Burrell interview last week, Wendy and I did something very fun the weekend prior to that. That we went to WonderCon in Anaheim, California, which is often referred to by us as the miniature, more pleasant, less crowded Comic-Con San Diego.
Right.
And it lived up to that hype again this year.
Good.
Also, this
Still
year,
walk a lot. Still get tired.
Yeah. I think we did like 10 miles on our
Oh.
tracker. Yeah.
My
So-
God.
And this is the first year of the like 4 or 5 years we've gone to WonderCon now that I can remember that, at least for myself, that I went to a panel at WonderCon.
Oh.
Because WonderCon is not known for its like, Marvel's not going to show up there with its cast of the neck of, what's
Right.
it called? Thunderbirds or Thunder something, whatever.
Thunderbolt
Thunderbolts.
with Harrison
Um,
Ford. Pictures came out. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, we went to the Resident Alien panel,
Cool.
and it was the day before the season finale aired, which was last week,
Oh,
and they
okay.
showed like the first like 5-10 minutes of the episode.
Nice.
That was fun.
That is cool.
And then Sarah Tomko was there, who plays Asta, and then the show creator. And
No
there's
Tudyk?
no Tudyk. He did
Come
do like
on.
what do you call that? Like a
A little video
yeah,
reading.
a video that was
that he had
actually
recorded.
really funny.
He's
in,
filming something somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
in a subtle way, of course, in great Alan Tudyk fashion. But yeah, he essentially kind of like introduced the cast in a fun way. Like he was
that's
there
fun.
to kind of introduce them.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was fun. They had some good insight. It was a pretty good crowd. And Sarah Tomko is one of my favorite characters besides Tudyk on the show. So I was excited to see her. And then Sheriff Mike, the guy who plays Sheriff Mike. Can't remember his name now, but he was
Corey
there.
something.
Corey, yes.
Reynolds? Maybe?
Sure. That sounds right. But it was a lot of fun. And we did,
The guy on the closer, Cat.
I was going to say, that sounds like the guy, one
Yeah.
of the detectives from the closer.
One of the detectives on the closer, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he is very funny on the show. He has some great, memorable lines.
And he's a nice guy. He's a good dude.
Is he?
He's
That's
very
good.
nice.
He seems
Yes.
nice.
He's a
That's
good
good.
dude.
Yeah.
It was fun. And then when it was over and we were getting up, they're like, next up, Chucky panel. And we're like, oh, whatever, we're going to leave. Then later I thought, I wonder if Jennifer Tilly was there. I know Kat loves Jennifer Tilly. And she was there.
Wendy.
You weren't there?
So sorry. We couldn't wait to get out of there for Chucky. Like, because.
Well, we
I was
just sat through
like,
another horror movie panel
Yeah.
with, so we're like,
It was like
Tilly
the
was
Strangers.
there.
It was the Strangers
The
panel.
Strangers. Randy
And
Harlan
then-
was there.
Yeah, and then Resident Alien, and then Chucky. Yeah, I really wish they would have promoted Jennifer Tilly a little more for that, but oh well. Sorry, Kat.
It's okay.
Right,
We got to
yeah.
we need to get her on the show. The Tilly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're going to need to start. She's on Twitter. She's on the Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to start like a campaign. We need to everybody's help, but we need it to like be focused. So I think maybe in a couple months we'll start a
Hashtag
online
suck Tilly.
campaign.
It worked with KTY.
It sure
okay,
did.
Christina Tanteri.
It
Yeah,
did.
so why?
Get those Chucky
Why
fans
not?
on board.
Name drop.
Why not? Yeah. I don't know if you know KTY. That's fine.
She wasn't around? Like, was she doing autographs or anything?
Not that I saw.
All right.
I don't
No.
think most of them do.
Okay.
It was but yeah, it was a good con. We bought things.
Spent way too
Art.
way too much money. Oh my gosh. I was looking for Star Trek stuff, and I was like so excited because I've gotten more into Star Trek this last year, and I was like really excited to just finally, be able to appreciate all the nerdy Star Trek stuff around, like the art that maybe or just things I wouldn't have got, the props I wouldn't have really gotten before, appreciated. So we get like about halfway through it, and I'm like, I have not seen one freaking Star Trek thing. Like, no art. Like, I had already bought like hundreds of dollars in art, just like nerdy art already in the first half. That's where my money is spent. I'm like, I love that. Love that. Watercolor of a Hobbit door. Of course I need that.
Obviously, I'm buying this.
Obviously. Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat travel poster. Yes.
Amazing.
But no, not a lot of Star Trek stuff out there.
Okay.
And by that I mean none. And so by the time we got to like kind of the other side, there's kind of like this like median area. You walk around the wall, and then it's more, I'd say like the toy dealers. Like one side's more kind of like art stuff, I'd say like arts and crafts type stuff. The other side's
Yeah.
more toy comic dealer stuff.
Got it.
And that's where, like, literally in that very first row, lined up was like the local, I don't know, what do you call them, regiments of the Star
Oh, like the
Trek.
clubs.
Yeah, the clubs.
you can
So they got the
join.
Star Wars clubs, the
Nice.
Brown Coat Firefly Club. Yeah, and they had 3 Star Trek clubs lined up. One was
Okay.
very serious. One were like full in uniform, and they're like, "Yes, we're the cosplay people." And I felt kind of nervous walking up because I'm like, I don't want to. No, I didn't. I was like, I don't want. Okay, do these people know each other? Like, if I only go up to one, I got to go to all 3. And like, I listen to kind of like their, their whole
The
recruitment speech,
Spiel.
right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, yeah. So I listen, and they had a very in-depth one, and they're like, yes, yeah, we have standards, but we also do fun things. We do fun things, and they're all
We're
in full uniform.
fun.
Like there are 5 of them, like in full uniform, and I was like, that's cool. And what drew me to their booth was they had this really cool hat, and I was like, I was hoping they were selling the hat. They were not. Damn it. So then I was like, oh, so then I wandered over to the next one. And it was pretty similar. It was a little like not as close by. This other one was a little more LA rather than like Orange County. And then I got to the one that these people were not in uniform. They were just chilling.
Nice.
They had the fun, like, just like picture book of them like hanging out. And I'm like, oh, they're like, yeah, oh, I have the card. I'm gonna put it out there. I think I still have it here with me if I can find it.
Nice.
But they're like, yeah, we just have like hangouts. We like go to some premieres, some movie theaters. We just like chill. Like,
These are my kind of people.
this sounds like what I'm looking for. Right up my alley.
Star Trek and chill.
Oh, I gotta find it. I don't know where it is, but yeah, and they're in LA, and then they're like, what part of town do you live in? And I said, redacted, because I'm not gonna put it out there.
Beep.
And they said, oh my God, we have most of our meetups at Redacted Park,
Oh shit.
right down the street from Redacted. And I was like, what? And then she's like, look at our cool picture book. And she opened up this like enormous, like flat book full of like all the, and they're just like a group of fun people. Some in like Star Trek shirts, just in like some in like nerdy shirts,
Nice.
and just chilling at the park. And I'm like, yes, these are my people. But
Amazing.
I also don't want to make it seem for the other uniformed people that I was, less intrigued. That has a certain charm. But I'm like, this right here.
Tara, you're too nice. It's
Yeah,
okay.
but
You can
I get it.
reject the uniform, the
I
stiff
like
uniform people.
The cosplay, they were very cool. Oh, but the chill table did say like they put me at ease. They're like, we all know each other here. Like we all like are like cross grouped. Like we're all like we have people in several of the groups, right? And I
Love
was
it. Okay.
like, okay.
So there's not like a very like tense
Right.
rivalry.
That was
between
my
these
feeling.
Star Trek groups.
I didn't know. I was like, shit. Like, are they like? As soon as I even went to the other table, the uniform people are like, oh no, she's not serious. We don't want her in our group.
It's not one of us.
She's one of those chill people, right? She's not Starfleet material. But no, it was. They seemed cool. So I was like, okay. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Especially because they're right down the road at Redacted Park.
At blank park.
Yes.
So yeah, you're gonna infiltrate. You're gonna see what's
I'm
up.
gonna infiltrate. I just gotta find. I'm sure I can Google it too. But the LA Star Trek meetups. But
Great.
yeah.
Hand out some snop stickers, maybe.
Ooh, yeah. There you go. Okay. Yes. That would not fly at the uniformed meetups, though.
No
Only
promotion.
the chill ones. Get that. That is not Starfleet compliant.
Right on. All right, cool. What did the chill group have a name? I'm sure everyone has
They
names.
did. I was looking for the card.
okay.
I can't find the card. I
okay.
don't know.
All
But
right. That's okay.
if I find it later, I'll give them a shout out.
Okay, great.
Yeah. It was a good
By the
time.
way, the Star Wars club area was really a lot more crowded.
Oh,
Just FYI.
Ooh,
It was like this,
burn.
like the. I'm
Oh,
just saying,
that's
it looked
some
like the well-populated,
shade.
well-attended
It
party.
did. It
And a
looked
lot
like
of
a
people in
cantina
costume.
party.
Droids.
Oh,
It really did.
cool.
It
Droids. Everything
did.
was going down over there. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
There
But
were
I think they had more tables set up too. Like I think they had more groups
Absolutely.
represented as well.
There were
But
like
it
3 or
was
4
well
Star
attended.
Trek and like 20 Star Wars for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
There
know.
was
Not
literally, it looked
surprised.
like a party. There was like, droids lining an aisle, like the kind of droids that
Yeah.
like
So cool.
robotic that are being like driven around.
Yeah, like
by
remote
people.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
do you think,
legit.
Wendy? Anything else that stood out for
You know
WonderCon?
what? Well, I think one of the cooler costumes I've ever seen was at WonderCon. And it looked very scary and dangerous too. Someone dressed as the Scarlet Witch, Wanda from Marvel,
Yes.
and
That's
they
cool.
had the outfit and like long, like fake legs or something. I forget, but and long black like pant things, but hiding the fact that she was on stilts or like not stilt or
Yes.
some kind of stilt thing. So it looked like she was Wanda or Scarlet Witch up, like kind of hovering above
Mm-hmm.
everyone.
That's
And
cool.
Yeah.
she was, good 5 foot taller than, it was it or at least.
No,
But
she was
I
like
took pictures, but
12 feet tall. Yeah, she
What?
was in legit stilts. She was
but I'm just
on
saying like
enormous
maybe
stilts.
5 to 6
That's
feet higher than
awesome.
she probably would have been. Not like
Yes.
5 feet tall. Like yeah, it was
Right.
it was well above her. It was very attention getting and it looked really good.
That's awesome.
And she was hanging around with I think it was Fat Thor from in game,
Overweight.
where he
Yeah.
got like drank and got all beer bellied and out
Played
of
video
shape.
games and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you never know anymore if it's Big Lebowski or the in-game Thor.
That's so true.
Sometimes you have to look twice. Now is that
That's-
which
That's fair.
but yeah, so she was with him, but it was a really impressive
Yeah.
costume.
Because it
That was
made
a
her
highlight.
look like she was hovering 5 feet above the
Yeah.
ground. It was really
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
That's very
I was
cool.
just impressed that she was navigating the crowds in those stilts.
Yeah,
So,
you gotta
Yeah.
have confidence to do that.
mm-hmm.
Well, and then
You
there
know?
was a spill, a puddle, like kind of at the end of a row, and there were literally like 3 security guards guarding it. And I'm like,
Yes.
well, maybe good for Scarlet Witch because one, step in a water spill in those things, and it's a long way
Yeah.
down.
That's
It's like,
bad.
move away, folks. Move away. We got a puddle here. We got a puddle. Step away.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Puddle police.
but yeah, that was probably it was good. It was fun.
Yeah. Okay. I got the name of the group here.
Oh, great.
And it's very obvious I got the right one because they are chilling. Okay. LA Away Team is what it's called. And if you
Oh,
watch Star
cool.
Trek, you know what the away team is, right? So they got a Facebook if you just Google LA Away Team. And there they are, big group of them. They look freaking chill and fun.
Love it.
They're doing the Spock, live long and prosper. And they're just hanging out at Redacted Park. They got like Quark stand up, like cut out there. They have a sign. It looks so fun. Oh man.
Yeah, I think you found your people.
Oh, gotta go. They're just right there. So excited. All right.
Live long and prosper, Tara.
Okay.
That's a
They got all sorts of fun cutouts in there. I see Spock. Uhura. Oh yeah, that's cool. All right.
Well, yeah, that sums up WonderCon. It was a good time.
Awesome. All right.
Fun. It was good.
Well done.
Is this where we have to talk about the eclipse now?
Yes.
Oh no,
Because it
makes
makes
sad.
me sad.
Wendy's sad.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Now you can talk about it. It was a wonderful event. Here's my story. I can vent to the world. So, flying into Dallas. I was coming home this week anyway, but I was landing hours after the eclipse. So I thought, because it was more expensive to get here in time for the eclipse. So I was like,
Right.
YOLO. Just pay the money, get there, enjoy the spectacle with everyone. Because it was becoming a really big deal. I didn't realize what a big deal it was getting to be there, having news specials. I mean, and believe me, that day it was wall-to-wall news coverage for the eclipse here.
Mhm.
And so the clouds were concerned because the forecast was cloudy and with rain the next day. So like, are we going to see anything? And then it started thinking, no, it looks like partly cloudy. Depending on the clouds, you should be fine till later in the afternoon. So my friend was supposed to have a party, but her mom ended up in the hospital. So we didn't go there. And then my other friend who was at my house in Richardson or in Plano, she took off work.
No,
So,
redacted, Wendy.
natural place to go. Okay, I live in Plano, Texas. I don't even live there.
Whoa!
No one's gonna care. So the natural thought was like, we'll just go to my house and watch it. So we go. We got our glasses. We've got some champagne. We have some food. It's a
Wow.
party. So we get there like a few minutes before it actually, you start seeing the moon edge over the sun.
Sure.
And so it's like we go to the backyard. Perfect view. There are a few wispy clouds, but they just pass by. It's all good. And we're like thinking we're getting sunburned. It's so sunny out in there. And this moon starts covering. We're about like 97%, 98%.
Oh boy.
Comes a big cloud. And I see it coming. And you can't stop. It's like a freight train. And I look, I'm like, there's
Stop
nothing
it.
but cloud behind it.
Oh
Like,
God.
Until then, it had just been like a little cloud here. This was a monster. And it was like, and we are almost to totality. Boom.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Perfect timing.
And I was like, and it was getting, it was getting all dark and all this. And I was like, it was almost like that way. I can't believe it. And it was dark, but I'm like, is it dark because of the eclipse or because there's a cloud covering everything? It thinned out just enough. We saw it maybe 10, 15 seconds. You could see the ring. So we saw it.
Sure.
10 minutes after totality, or like right after totality, it cleared up.
Of
And
course.
so like as soon as the cloud was gone, it was already past totality. So most of the people in Dallas were like, "Oh my God, it was amazing!" Because the clouds, I didn't think they'd break, and they broke just in time. It was a perfect view. Literally, pretty much almost everyone I know in town had an amazing view of that damn eclipse, and we had the opposite. It was perfect until totality.
No.
And I even saw some people somewhere. They were so thrilled that they just got a glimpse through the clouds of it. I'm like, yeah, because y'all had clouds the whole time, and you were just happy to get a glimpse. We had perfect conditions until totality. And then most of the rest of the Metroplex still had perfect conditions. But my house, my neighborhood, had a cloud show up right at the wrong time.
Just your neighborhood.
I'm sorry, Wendy.
And my friend Paul said he had the same thing. But I've like, if we had been anywhere else in the city, we would have probably had an amazing, amazing view. And then it was cool. I mean, it got dark. It was really dark. It was really creepy, and we experienced all that. And it was very moody, and the temperature dropped. And it's like it's just
so cool.
To miss, And then the rest of the day, every time I looked outside, nothing but sun. Literally 15 minutes surrounding, maybe not even that, maybe 10 minutes of cloud, if that, right during totality.
Just the one cloud.
I would like to say I just laughed it off, but I was it's tough when everyone else is talking about this almost transformative experience. They're like, I wept. It was the most amazing thing, and the clouds parted just in time. I'm like, good for you. I'm damn depressed.
I wept for a different reason.
Oh.
I go 5 miles east, and I would have probably seen it or less. And it's just. Yeah, obviously, there's nothing you can do. It's not like it was really cloudy. I'm like, hey, if we drive somewhere else, look, it was perfect, literally until totality hit. So that was my experience. And so I'm grateful I got 10 to 15 seconds of cloudy viewing, but at least I saw the damn thing.
But your feelings are valid to be upset.
I told you, I'm like, one day
you're
I'll
so good at this.
appreciate experiencing it, but right now I'm really mad and bitter.
Yeah.
All right, so
honestly, I'm still a lot better.
So thanks a lot, Kat, for putting this on the rundown.
We probably should have talked about this in like 6 months.
We can revisit it. Okay.
I mean, you know what though? Here's the thing. I'm still glad I came, obviously, because if I hadn't, and then I heard everyone talking about how amazing it was, it would have been even worse. But at least I know I was here and got screwed, as opposed to just not trying. So.
That's true. There you go.
See,
it was like, oh, you know how you're always talking about how you hate the sun and love clouds? Here's your damn cloud.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
right
you
here.
get one
I got a cloud for you right here.
It's an interesting take.
Wow.
Tara, did you see the eclipse?
Well, I was here in LA, so I saw a partial eclipse. It was pretty cool. Yeah. So here it covered about like 40. It went across the bottom of the sun.
Yeah, just sort
It
of
was like about 30 to 40%, right?
yeah,
Of it.
that seems fair.
Yeah, like across the bottom third or half or whatever.
Yeah,
And it was definitely a little change in the light. It was definitely just pretty cool. I mean, I never really paid much attention to something like as much, before, but
yeah,
it was an interesting experience. You felt very connected to nature, I'd
for
say.
sure. And did you use the proper eye covers?
Yes, I did. To my knowledge, they were not ripoffs.
Okay, good.
Well, can you still
My
see us?
corneas or retinas are feeling okay. So
That's good.
yeah. How about you?
Well, yeah, same. I I am a customer of T-Mobile, and every Tuesday, T-Mobile gives free stuff away. And a couple weeks ago, T-Mobile Tuesday was giving away eclipse glasses. So, yeah, I got a pair of free sunglasses with a eclipse clip that you just like baseball players use, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's revisit this. T-Mobile gives things. Do you have to go to a T-Mobile store and pick this up?
Sometimes it's a digital giveaway, and sometimes it's the in person. We went in person. My wife and I, Leah, who I'm married to.
Okay. Yeah.
We went where she's on my account because we're married.
I see. Uh-huh.
We went. We drove to T-Mobile on like 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday before they closed and picked up some free sunglasses.
Have they given away anything else like really cool or like what?
Yeah, I'm actually wearing them right now. Some free gay pride socks, rainbow socks
What?
that say love on the side of them. Yeah, they give
That's
that shit all
cool.
the time.
Dang, T-Mobile.
What do you mean?
Sometimes-
Why don't they advertise that?
It's a good question.
I
Maybe
feel
they
like
should
that
be a
would get
sponsor.
customers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
pretty
great.
cool.
Whatever
Sometimes
else
you get
they
like coupons for free food, and yeah, it's really
What?
it's a fun little program.
Okay.
Well,
They have their own app of just the Tuesday giveaways.
wow.
It's really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out for anybody out there, T-Mobile subscribers out there.
Now, are the Pride socks like? Is it like T-Mobile in a rainbow color or like?
Do you want me to take my socks off right now?
Lift up
You
your
have
foot.
you have them on right now.
I
Yeah,
am
wanna see it.
literally wearing
I
my
wanna see
T-Mobile
them.
Pride. Okay.
Yeah. Hold, please.
Come on, just lift up your foot.
It's
You can
happening.
do it.
I'm not
Just
that flexible.
throw your leg up there.
No. Okay.
What? Those
So here
are
we go.
cool.
They are cool. So here's my sock.
Let's
So
send
on
me a
one
picture
side
of
it
that. I'll
says
post
love.
What?
Right? It's cute. Love that. And then here, very subtly, it's actually
Oh.
on the
Under the
bottom, so
foot.
you wouldn't even see it. It says T-Mobile.
How
But
nice.
you know it says mobile.
But
Yeah.
it's
Nice.
like, it's
That's
in the
not
shoe,
the point,
right?
though. Right. It's very
Yeah,
subtle.
no one would see it. See, look at that.
That is a way cooler sock than I thought
It
you were
is.
describing. Okay. And I doubt it. I thought it was going to be
Free.
much like, well, let's just say cheaper looking. Like a little
Fair
like
enough.
rainbow over a T-Mobile logo or
Fair. No,
So
it's
that
like
is-
the whole thing.
full rainbow. Yeah.
And they give you two. So
Whoa.
you have a set.
For both feet?
Yeah, a
Oh,
pair.
now did both you and your wife Leah get a pair?
Oh, we did.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if it was like a joint account because it's like I don't know if they just give you the one or what.
No,
if
you get to-
everyone on
you-
the plan. Okay.
You get your own stuff.
Goodness.
And, sometimes it's confusing. We get them mixed up. But, what are you going to do?
Well, that must be really hard for you. Yeah. But I'm glad
It's not easy.
that you get through that.
Thank you. I appreciate
See,
your
Wendy,
support.
everyone has these struggles.
Thank you. My
you don't
feelings are
get to see
valid.
the once in a lifetime eclipse, and sometimes Kat loses the sock.
Struggle is real.
You know what I think this turned me into, though, maybe? Possibly? I might turn into an eclipse chaser. Totality chaser.
Ooh, I
I
love
might-
that.
Make the effort to see one someday because I
love
want
it.
the full out thing.
The
You should do
next
it.
one I read because when I leave the house, I leave the Weather Channel on for Charlie.
Aw.
And they
that's cute.
covered the eclipse, and I saw a lot of it. And yes, they were saying, well, the next eclipse goes over like Iceland down into Europe and Spain. And yeah, if you're an eclipse chaser,
Good
that would be pretty
destination.
cool. Yeah.
I literally might do that. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think you should do it, Wendy.
Hey, Tara, just quick question. Side note. Do you have Samsung TV?
Yes, I think so.
I think I do
Yeah,
too.
Samsung TV Plus,
Yes.
where they have all this. You know what they have on there that you should leave on for Charlie?
No.
Channel completely devoted to the Curse of Oak Island.
Yes.
No, I don't
It
want I don't want Charlie getting hooked on that crack.
plays episode
Hooked
all
on
day,
it.
every day.
I think
No,
that's
then
We
she'll get her
discovered
hopes
this
up.
yesterday at my mom's place, and I don't think we've changed the channel since.
I love
Barely.
it.
It's so good. It's so addicting.
I think it would be good for Charlie.
Maybe it would, because then she would be really grateful if I just gave her a piece of wood or a stick
That's
Like,
true.
this must be
Uh,
important.
or
This
a
must
Value
be
button.
wood or a
important.
button. Yeah.
She couldn't eat the button, but
No.
I'm just telling
I'll
you.
think about it.
You want some good, wholesome television for her to watch. You should
Mhm.
put it on
Good
there.
drama.
Well, talking about wholesome television, Wendy,
And drama.
do you have an update on Clock
Okay, I do have
Watch
an update on the
for
clock. I no longer
Masked,
believe
Okay.
it is at all Bette Midler.
Masked Singer? Yes.
Clock. I was obsessed with the clock, thinking it was Bette Midler. She's sung 2 more times since I believe we talked, or maybe 1 more time. But I don't think it's Bette Midler anymore. I was still convinced it was, but now I'm convinced it's not. And now I think it's Thelma Houston.
Okay.
Don't leave me this way.
I'm
Oh,
Googling
baby.
Thelma Houston.
The clues fill a bit more. I looked up some live performance of her, later on in life,
Oh.
and the way she moves, I was like, okay, I could see that,
Okay.
But I think it fits more. I think it's Thelma Houston. It's not Bette Midler, but I'm rooting for her. She's still my favorite. So, go Clock!
Go.
And I tell you, I heard Piano Man in the car the other day, and her version of Piano Man, it made me appreciate that song, and I
Wow.
still love it, even though it's not Bette Midler.
Wait, Thelma's or
Thelma
Bette-
Houston.
Oh, okay.
No, but I thought it was Bette Midler when she did it, but no, I don't think it. But I still love it. So we still don't know who the clock is. Oh, but Tara, and I was telling you, spoiler alert, if you watch Masked Singer. So we watched it Wednesday night here, and they have the wild card comes in, and it was Koala. And so Koala came out saying, in an all right voice, he's saying, everybody wants to rule the world. And they were getting some football vibes. They were getting like Deion Sanders, one guess Michael Irvin. And you know what it was? It was DeMarcus Ware.
Oh,
I love DeMarcus
so
Ware.
cute.
He's my last favorite Cowboy that I actually have 2 jerseys of. But they had a clue like Denver, Colorado. So someone thought it was Deion Sanders because of the Cowboys in Colorado. But it was DeMarcus. And I just love that he's singing.
Pat, your face tells me you have no idea who we're talking about.
Either that or it
clue.
was Frozen Signal. He's
No,
a football player, defensive football player. Played for the Cowboys, played for the Broncos. And then I think, was it the All-Star game or some big game he sang for? He sang the anthem, and he was good. He was fine.
That's
It wasn't like a great singer. He was all right, but there were, of course, people like, oh my God, why would you do that? And then people are like, you know what? Look at him. Good for him. He got up and saying that he did it like for his kids. He did it for something. And then even on Masked Singer, they said something about take away from it or whatever. He's like, everybody's like, they want to be the next, Rita Ora. They want to be the next whoever, like people. It's like, just be you. You're gonna be the best you. Don't be a fake trying to be like somebody else. And he's so cute. Look him up, Cat. He's so cute. He's a
really
good dude.
he's a real nice
He looks
guy.
like the sweetest guy. I love him.
He's on.
What was his name again?
DeMarcus, DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus is one word.
Oh,
Ware. And he was on the Cowboys for like 10 years. Just such a great example. Of course, the Cowboys were just shit. He was he was like the Pro Bowler on the team. Okay?
Yeah, he was
like
so
for 10 years,
Hall of
and
Famer.
then
great
he finally
smile.
was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to like make a change. He went to the Denver Broncos, and guess what? They won the freaking Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like
Good
he
for
deserved.
him.
So he deserved it. Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the question: how old is DeMarcus Ware?
I just looked, so I know.
Okay. Well,
Tara.
she's gonna nail it.
No.
Take your
He's
time.
so handsome.
He's tough. He's very he's aged very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say 43.
Oof.
Ah!
Very close.
What?
41.
Oh,
41.
okay. I didn't think he was that. Yeah, I thought we were pretty close. But it's hard because when I'm watching football, they always seem like older to me. You know what I mean? Like when you're like,
Totally.
they just, I don't know. Okay.
That's a good guess.
See,
A very
I
good
don't
guess.
always get it right.
That's
how
right. You
handsome.
don't. Right.
Look
When
how
you don't have
handsome
time
he
to
is.
look
He
it
is
up ahead
very
of
handsome.
time.
Yeah,
You don't get
very.
No, he's a good-looking guy. Great smile. Speaking of sports, this past, I think it was the beginning of last week, actually, when we had to break the news to Kat Burrell that, unfortunately, the NCAA women's basketball tournament was over and a winner had been declared. But something that, came out of this tournament this year was not only this once-in-a-generation player, Caitlin Clark, but people suddenly are paying attention to women's college sports. It's like it's never been there until now. Wow, what is this thing that is happening every year?
Wait, this goes on at the same exact time as the men's tournament?
Yeah, exactly. Like, really? Every year? Every
What?
year?
What? Okay.
It's crazy. And because of, not just because of Caitlin, but I think people were tuning in because they kept hearing this name, Caitlin Clark, and maybe they realized, oh, wow, this is a competitive sport. And, these women are going to go on to do really big and good things. But yeah, she's sort of changed a lot of women who have already played, in the tournament. Have said like, yeah, she's doing great things for the sport, including, coaches that she's played against in the tournament are, giving her nothing but props. And yeah, it was a really fun tournament. And sadly, spoiler, her team, Iowa, did not win. They lost in a very kind of boring game. Unfortunately, it wasn't as exciting as some of the other games that
did not come down to
Iowa,
the wire, we'll say.
It didn't. It was a bit of a disappointment. But you know what? She had a good run. It was a great run, and South Carolina was a great team. Like, you can't take away from them. Like, it wasn't that she was having a bad game. No. It was just a really good team.
South Carolina. You know what they're being called on some of the broadcasts, and I. Because they're undefeated. They're undefeated.
Okay.
That would be one way to put it. Undefeated. But this one guy kept calling them the unbeatable Gamecocks. The unbeatable Cocks. And I'm just like, just say undefeated.
Go Cox.
Go Cox. Unbeatable. Oh, and I wanted people to start chanting at the game, beat those Cocks. Beat those Cocks. But no one didn't catch on.
Beat those Cocks.
Yeah. That's why they didn't win, because no one did the chant. That's why the Cocks did win and why Iowa lost. 'Cause no one, how distracting would that chant have been? That could have been the key.
I think you're on to something.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch? It sounds like, Terry, you watched some of the games. I know you did too, Wendy. You were like, you knew about this whole Caitlin Clark thing like a while
I remember
ago.
last year hearing about her, like, who is this person they kept talking about? And then I saw her, I'm like, her? She looks kind of like all thin and, like, I don't know. She looks kind of
scrawny. Scrawny.
But no, I was like, oh, crap. No, I watched it. We went, we were out eating for the first part of it, and a woman in an Iowa t-shirt came in, and I had it on my phone, and she was like, it's okay, we change this TV. I mean, the restaurant we went to, it had like some women's hockey, not even a game, but like some special. They're talking to women's college hockey players.
Oh,
they had
cool.
a marathon. I mean, cool, but yet, they had a fair. College game, men's college football game from last year. That's not even new. They had some other. It's like, dude, this isn't just some random, like, every other year. Oh, the women's championship. Oh, like, people want to see this. Why are none of your TVs on here? And then the people, I love when the people are like, what's it on? I'm like, ABC. They don't even know.
Oh my God.
So anyway,
do we get ABC? I don't know.
Right.
Oh my God.
So luckily there were a few of us there that want to watch it. So we watched it there, and I kept watching it when I got back to the house. But then as it came back obvious she wasn't going to win, I was like, I really, really wanted Iowa to win. But if they're going to lose, I mean, I love Dawn Staley, and what she does
Yeah,
with South
she's
Carolina is ridiculous. So, I mean,
she's
at least
amazing.
I'm glad it was to a team that obviously was just dominant, and I liked Dawn Staley, and I liked that at
Yeah,
least it
she's cool.
wasn't like she had the chance to win it with a last second 3-pointer and missed, or they won it the last. It's like, okay, you just ran into a better team in the
Yep,
story. It wasn't
exactly.
like if just one play here, one play there. It was just
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the previous game, it was Iowa versus UConn. That was a great game. That was down to the wire, and
That came down to and
more a couple of bad calls maybe, but
Cat,
that
no,
felt.
no, Cat.
I'm
Don't
just
be one
listen.
of those
I'm just
people.
acknowledging it.
I'm
I'm
not
just
saying that. I'm just
it was
saying,
some
well, I agree, but like
controversy.
a call here or there, not necessarily that one,
Sure.
but just like a thing or like a missed shot here, missed shot there, missed call, whatever. But yeah,
I
that
think
one
the
Which
better
is
again,
a
team
like there's a
won.
moving
normal
screen.
part
Deal
of
with
the
it.
game.
I think the better team won. I'm not saying
Okay.
that
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah.
But that felt like more of a finals game
Mhm.
than the game that we got.
I think all South Carolina's games were kind of like this. Like they were just beating
Just
people. I
dominant.
can't
So
even remember
good.
if
Yeah.
the one before it was close at all, but
Mm.
it's a
Well,
lot of freshmen on that team.
we were traveling in the van at the time.
Mm.
We were in the San Diego area, and we're like, well, we got to see this game. So we found a bar in Ocean Beach. Do not redact that. Not redacted. And there's a little sports bar, and we walked in, and there was maybe like 5 or 6 people in there, and the game was on multiple screens. I'm like, great, we don't have to like make it happen. And we noticed there's a table of people who were like in costume. They had like red wigs and like muumuus, like house dresses, and we're like, well, that's weird. So we're watching. They're not watching the game. They're just having a good time. And like over the course of the hour or so that we're there, waves of women and men in red wigs
Yeah.
and muumuus, house dresses came in, and I'm like, that's Mrs. Roper.
Yeah.
These people are cosplaying as Mrs. Roper from Three's Company, and I love it. It was like
It's a thing. Have you
But
heard
Dozens.
why?
Yes.
Why?
It's
I
a
don't
thing
know.
they do. Yeah, no, I've
You didn't
heard of
ask
this.
them, Kat. You did not go up and
No.
be like, "Oh, You couldn't go up and be like, "Okay, I know what's happening. I love it." Like, what is
I
this?
love
Is this a
I
group?
love what you're doing.
How often do you meet? Where
So,
are you based out of?
Mrs. Roper bar crawl.
It's a thing,
What?
and there's
Yeah.
a Facebook page.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's just is it like once a month, or it can't be
I have
every
no
Sunday.
idea, but I knew I'd heard of it. Is it
So
always
for
there? Because I
instance-
feel like a friend of mine does it.
So, for instance, if you're in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area on June 22nd, there's going to be a Mrs. Roper bar crawl.
Wow. So it goes from because you were here in California, so it's like goes from state to state. Forever.
Yeah, I think there's
Yeah.
Roper
There you
Wow.
go.
What?
Roper clans across
It's
the
a
country.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a scene. And,
How wild.
It's fantastic. So that was a kind of a
It's
fun little
the
added
20th.
thing that we get to see.
Where's Lakewood, California?
It's
that near?
south of here.
Yeah, I feel
Okay,
like it's
well, there's
South
one
LA.
going on.
South
on
LA.
the
20th.
Yeah.
Probably like around Long Beachy, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to go back with the Ropers, that's when the next one is.
Wow.
Amazing.
That is
there you
something I learned today. Never would
You were-
have guessed that.
You were
That's
today
cool, you got
years
to see
old.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty
What
fun.
a wild coincidence.
Just as far as Caitlin goes, did you hear that she's expected to be drafted #1 by the
She better
Indiana. What was it? I just looked it up. Flame.
Maybe.
Sorry. Anyway, their
Yeah.
team.
They're already. I think they're like people are already buying tickets to the first game
Yeah.
if she does get drafted. Assuming
jacked
people are
up
just
price
assuming
tickets. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
already
like,
getting them.
you can't even get those tickets anymore.
And 36 out of 40 games are televised, as opposed to 35 out of 40 for whatever team won the championship the last 2 years in a row. Indiana Fever.
There you go.
So they're all just because they
I
think
mean,
Caitlin Clark will be.
Is Indiana known for their fevers?
I don't know.
Or
I don't
what?
know.
No?
That's a good question.
I would think like a
What's
low,
a pacer?
like a
what's
low
a pacer?
grade. I don't know.
What's
I
a
don't know
pacer?
that
I don't
either.
know. I don't know.
But no, I think hopefully she does the same for professional women's basketball that she did. She'll
I'll
bring
watch.
people.
Yeah.
Bring
Well,
people to the
and
games.
Angel Reese, her somewhat rival, even though
Nemesis.
they're not really rivals. They appreciation for each other.
Is this like a friends to enemy,
frenemies? Yeah, like
enemies
frenemy,
to
you know?
like
They're not
lovers
like friends, but they're not
No,
enemies.
not quite
They're
that.
like, no,
any
not
fan
friends,
fiction
not
about
friends
them?
to lovers.
We don't know. We don't know.
But Angel's going into the draft too, so I mean, it'll be a continued cool rivalry that can,
Very fun.
Mhm.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah. Oh God, are we just now getting to this mail sack? My God.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna do a speed run through this mail.
Ooh. Okay.
It's gonna be great, you guys.
We never get here, but I love it. Let's do some mail.
Worth the wait.
I've got one from
Okay.
Mish.
Ooh.
Title is BuzzFeed presents the top 5 subjects most likely to be in an email to the snot from Mish, last name redacted.
Another redaction. I love it.
Redacted. So good.
I think Mish made a new word. It says, because who doesn't love a listicle?
Oh.
I was like, article, list
Mhm.
article, listicle.
Yeah, listicle.
Nice.
Mm.
Listicle.
Sounds
That-
kind of weird. Okay, number 1. It's almost solar eclipse time. Theoretically, the episode you're reading this email on should be the last snop release before the eclipse on the 8th.
Mm-mm.
Or the first one after. You never know.
or after.
Mish, don't tell us what to do.
We
Did
had
you hear we had
plans.
Cap Burrell
Yeah,
on? Okay.
I'm sorry, but
You Texans should make a quick run back home if possible.
Oh,
no,
Mish.
Mish.
Did you hear that part? I did.
Mish.
It's going to be
No.
capital amazing.
Oh no, Mish.
Yeah, it was, sure.
Don't rip that
I've been
Band-Aid
hyped
off.
for it since the last one in 2017, and you bet I've got multiple locations scouted out to drive to in the day of, depending on the weather. There won't be another one visible in the continental U.S. until 2044, so y'all better get your oohing and on in this year.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Awkward.
Ooh.
I really tried, Mish. I hope you enjoyed. Let us know how it went for you. It's great. Number 2, Case Dude's new movie, Love Lies Bleeding. Highly recommended. I'm shocked it hasn't come up yet on the snop. Have you guys not even heard of it somehow? Is it out?
Apparently, if Mish saw it,
we'll have to check it out.
I feel like we talked about it a little bit.
Is it in theaters? Is it streaming or theater? I don't know. I don't think any of us know the answers
Somebody
to
look
these
it up while I
questions,
read.
but okay, go ahead.
It's got Bound vibes. If Bound had been allowed to be even more explicit than it was, and also had a lot of gore and oddly surreal humor.
Okay.
It's maybe not for everyone because of said gore and multiple bouts of vomiting, but still, disaster murder queens. What's not to love? Oh, murder queers, not queens. Sorry. Disaster murder queers. Anyway, number 3. I also recently watched Wicked, a Xena musical, thanks to the kind soul who linked it in the snot cord.
Nice.
Y'all got robbed at the Oscars that year. Just saying. As for potential sequel ideas, how about using the Mean Girls musical? Granted, I haven't actually seen it yet, but that combination just feels right,
Okay.
Working on stuff to be
Yes, Love Lies Bleeding is still in theaters, or you can like buy it for $25 or something.
On
YouTube. It's not like streaming yet that I could find.
Yeah,
just watch now.
I didn't even know it was in theaters yet. Like I didn't know it was already here. Number 4, maybe the antitrust lawsuit the DOJ recently filed against Apple will mean that a slowly non-iTunes users will eventually get to give the snop the 5 stars it deserves. Fingers crossed.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you can on the Spotify.
That's true.
You can go. You have to kind of look for it to rate. Then you can only rate. You can't like put words in. But
right. Although I think that's changed now. But Spotify is free. You can listen to it with ads. It's free. Cruise on over. Give us a review.
This is for you, Tara. Number 5. Can't believe Grey's Anatomy hasn't come up yet either. Helm is back, and not only did she finally get laid, but she's got swagger now. The way she picked up Yasuda from the locker room at the end of last week's episode. Hello? Good for her. What is happening? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Helm, now once resident, now co-chief resident, who is the lesbian, the one that had the crush on Meredith Grey, and she had a really great speech about how she's eventually gotten over Meredith Grey, but like found the value in herself and wanting to be with someone that wants to be with her back and I really love her character. And yes, she has been back kind of definitely in a, she's not in every single episode, but she doesn't have as much big parts as she did. I wish she did because I just am not loving these new interns. I do like Yasuda.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The others, I could take them or leave them. But I do like Yasuda, and I like Helm with Yasuda. That is a very cute ship. And then also
I'll have to look them up.
Arizona Robbins was back on this last episode, and I'm so sad because they made it seem like she's just gonna like maybe be back at least recurring this season. But
Mhm.
then from her Instagram post, Jessica Capshaw, it was basically like tonight only.
Oh no.
Arizona Robbins is back, and the way they set up the storyline, it seems like they could have made her need to stick around to care for this patient, but
Oh.
we'll see. But no mention of Callie. What happened to Callie? This means nothing to you. But if anyone watches, Callie Torres, who they were together at one point, then they broke, spoiler, they broke up. But or their daughter, or it was definitely mentioned that there was like no, they at least give some kind of context. They mention Christina, even though she's not on the show, they mention her or say, "Oh, I got a text from Christina." So Arizona could have at least mentioned Callie, or like, I'm not seeing Callie, or I haven't seen Callie, or somebody asks about Callie, and Arizona has to say, "No, I don't know. I don't know." But none of that happened. So that was definitely out there in the articles that was a little disappointing as well.
Hmm.
But
that's my Grey's Anatomy update.
But Grey's got picked up for season 52, right?
Yes, season 52 was greenlit.
So maybe some of these questions will be answered next season.
Yeah. Well, let's see. And we'll get a full season next year, hopefully.
That'd be good for you guys. I'm so happy.
I'm so sorry. Wow.
Yeah. Why? Why would you say that?
No, nothing. I'm just not a big deal. No, no.
Yeldon.
Yeah.
And as a bonus, given that this week I finished watching The Golden Girls and was also able to play a video game all day for the first time in months, I think I'm finally settled into my new place. Attached is evidence, by the way, of my new cat shelves. Enjoy.
Love it.
Those are impressive cat shelves. That's awesome. I want some cat shelves in my place. That's cool. It's like little fabric you can walk on.
Yeah, cat. It's more like a cat jungle gym of sorts. It's like a cat tunnel going up a wall. So the cat is pictured. I love the cat is pictured along with a picture of the cat there up in the top corner. It also is in a picture that is posted there. I love. I think those are the pipes from Mario Brothers. Am I wrong, Mish? But I think that's cool. I think so. They're not green, so maybe not. Maybe I'm just projecting.
Is that something?
Yes, in the question. Yes, it's like a stylized. Okay, it's like the classy version. I see. Okay,
cool.
I love that. Yeah, and the cat can go up. It's so cool. That's really nice.
Another question: who's in that celebrity photo op above the door? You can tell it's a celebrity photo op, but I can't see who. I can't tell it is. It's cut off. So we're just curious. I'm curious. I would like to know.
Okay.
The end.
The end. Okay. Thank you, Mish. Your place looks very cool.
It does.
Okay. I have one from Cynthia. Cynthia subject says, "Spill the WonderCon tea, please. Hope you had a great time at WonderCon. Please tell us all about it, as I have extreme FOMO. Fear of missing out. I love Resident Alien, Star Trek Discovery, and The Expanse. Did you get to see Wes Chatham? He's an actor on The Expanse." Well, Cynthia, no, we did not. And it's kind of sucked because the Star Trek Discovery panel where they played the full, the like season premiere of the episode was in the next ballroom over at the panel just before the one we are lining up to get into. So we did not get to see that. But Cynthia continues about the Snop Discord. And there's a case sensitive link that I'm not going to read, or should I read it?
It's a Discord link. I mean,
we could put it up on the old Twitters.
//
Right?
backslash. What's
Oh,
that?
no.
Discord.com/invite/capital E, capital X as in X-ray, capital S as in Sam, lowercase w, lowercase e, capital A, capital W, lowercase c, 8D, capital as in dog. Write that down. I'm not going to say it again. Just go back. And then Cynthia says, I added a channel for Winona Earp bingo card ideas.
Oh.
I think we need a whole category to capture the adventures of Bubbles/Daniel.
Oh,
Nice.
Join us on the Snopcord, Jennifer. Yes. I think we have an email from Jennifer as well. So if you're not already on the Snop Discord, I have read the link earlier. I'm not going to reread it, so go back and listen to it again. Join us.
Join us.
I need to be more active
The
and
end.
stuff. I've been busy. Y'all
That's
know I've been
okay.
busy.
Listen, I don't think don't feel bad. Like that. I think it's more for listeners, right? To go and hang out.
Yeah, but I
and
want to say
chat.
hi. I want to
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
What's the other one? Discord, and there's another one.
Reddit, I think.
Reddit. Yes.
Reddit. That's the one where I have a cool name that I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah, I forget too. It was like a funny rate. It was.
I don't remember what it was though.
Okay. All right. Well, I have an email.
Okay.
It's from AK,
Ah.
and the subject is "Happy Easter, guys." My lieges.
Happy Easter.
That's a little late. Well, listen. A lot has been going on. AK says, "My lieges, happy chocolate and peeps holiday to you all." No, 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 no. Star Wars holiday special. If you haven't, don't. Just don't. Seriously, don't. That's AK talking.
AK, I'm shocked.
I know.
that-
I
that
say
you feel that
do.
way.
Do.
Do it. Do it.
Do.
Do it.
AK continues, the Winona drinking game. Obviously, anytime anyone takes a drink on screen, you finish your drink.
Yikes.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's I don't know. I'm hoping to see Jeremy being gay for Doc. That's my favorite. Definitely 2 fingers for that. Oh crap! I forgot to send this. What a pillock! Sorry, belated happy Easter. Arse. Wandering off, grumbling and swearing.
Okay, so it's not our fault. We're not reading it late. AK just forgot to send it. It looks
Ah,
like. Okay.
It looks
All
like
right.
Wow.
it. Yeah, we're safe. We're safe.
Also, Kat, I think you forgot one of the no's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Included there for the Star Wars
Here it
holiday
comes.
special.
No. There we go.
There. Okay. Thank you. There
I got
are
it.
5 no's there.
Thanks for keeping me honest.
It's not for everyone, but if you have a morbid curiosity, go for it.
It's fantastic. The Star Wars holiday special is great.
In
Watch
its own,
it.
in its
Watch
own
it.
way.
For B.
Yes,
Arthur
yes.
and Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Yes.
It's worth
All right.
it. All right. My turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm reading an email from Jennifer, who the subject is, I'm pregnant.
Jennifer, by the way, you should join Snapcord.
Yes.
As told by, we're just relaying the message there for you.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Message board.
And then Jennifer says, I'm pregnant, and then continues, with anticipation to tell you that I've watched Winona.
Wow.
It's April Fool's.
Psych.
April Fool's, my dear misfits.
Wow.
Your heart's racing a little. When I first saw the subject, I really thought it was true.
I thought so
That
too.
opening
I
up.
thought it was going to be Bubbles
Are
too.
you having any bubbles? My husband is a bit irked at me for my anticipation of breakfast, so I get it.
Okay.
I'm confused. Anyhow, what are my thoughts of the herb? I didn't like it at first. I thought it was weird. Okay, Tara and I were in the same boat. And then
Yeah,
it came out.
same. Kind of same.
Yeah. Like the first 5 minutes, that woman got off the bus to pee. Never get off the bus when it's dark out.
Fair.
Damn,
Good
girl, at
advice.
least use the buddy system or use the bus bathroom. She'd get a UTI, but she'd be alive. I mean,
Yeah.
not wrong.
So true.
I have a question. When that guy tore the other guy's tongue out,
Sure.
was that guy a demon already, and that's why he wasn't freaking out? Were they all demons from the start? If I got my tongue tore out, and it didn't seem like too much of a struggle to pull it out of that guy, I'd be rolling on the floor choking my own blood. I don't even remember.
I
Yes.
don't remember.
The answer is
Kat,
yes.
you've probably seen
He
it more
was a
times.
demon. Okay.
Yeah, they were
Yes.
both
Okay. I mean, you'd have to be if you're not freaking out about your tongue getting ripped off.
Yeah, it was stupid Carl. His tongue got pulled out, but he was already
That's right.
he was already a revenant.
Okay.
I liked the sisterly bond between Winona and Waverly. There was a lot of trust there, and they're hilarious together. Also, the introduction of Officer Hot was what I now understand as way hot. That was very, very hot. That whole exchange in the second episode was like the beginning of a porno, right? I mean, if I've ever watched porn, which I have not.
Of course not.
Or we would never think that
You're a classy lady.
Anyway, I unlocked the show by changing our subscription. My husband told me to try to watch quickly so he can change it back. I'll try to watch all the episodes in 2 months or so. I don't really have time to watch TV because Mr. Diva insists on watching random school bus or garbage truck compilation videos on YouTube. It's very random, but it keeps him enthralled. Also,
garbage truck compilation.
I love it.
Hopefully you all had a good time with friends or family and ate lots of food. I'm pregnant with anticipation to listen to your next podcast. Bye, fools, Jennifer.
Oh, that gave me a little anxiety there too. Just when you reread that, I was like, "Oh no, it's the fool, April Fool's again. She really is pregnant."
P.S. Daniel went to his first dentist appointment last Monday. He did an amazing job at being calm and not causing a fuss. He sat nicely and was very friendly. He didn't do well with the dental x-ray because he gagged every time they put the board in his mouth. He said, "Not again. No, thank you." So we need to come back for that exam. Bubbles, I get it. I hate that thing. It does make you gag.
It's the worst.
Eats her toys. Oh, even pictures of Bubbles at the dentist.
Oh, what a brave little boy. I hate the dentist.
You got to be brave because the dentist can be scary, especially if they do impressions or put the x-ray cardboard in your mouth. I don't like that either, Bubbles.
All the
It's the worst.
It is.
Keep going with Winona. Yeah, I mean, I think even
keep going.
I think season 2 to me something switched a little. Like I think Winona's humor came out more. Like they started going. I don't know, but
the pacing
remember watching
picked
it,
up for sure.
Maybe pacing, and then I told Tara, I'm like, you should check out Winona Earp again. I'm kind of getting into it. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
so,
it gets better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Now I've got one here from AK, but I think Wendy should sing it because.
Oh my god! Oh, it's a long song. Okay.
Well, it's just a little. It says.
You don't want to sing it?
It's just all the subjects. The subject is just all smiley face birthday emojis because, as we mentioned last week, it is our Snop-iversary, our 5-year anniversary of being a podcast throuple. And it looks like AK here has put into words what I think is supposed to be a song. I mean, I can just read it.
I'll sing it if you don't want to sing it.
Yeah, or we all sing it together. But if
let's all do it, ready?
It'll be a disaster.
Oh boy, no! The time. Just go for it, Wendy. Go for it.
Happy birthday to Snop. Happy birthday to the Snop. Happy birthday, dear Snoplings. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
You can read the word parts.
Yes, my lieges. Congratulations on the 5th birthday of the Snop. Amazing. There's like 100 emojis. I would normally read those, but that is a lot of very celebratory emojis. Thank you very much. 3 cheers for the Snop. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Come on, people. Hip, hip.
Okay.
Hooray!
Go, you guys. Come on. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Yeah, okay. Yes. For this. Oh, God. For the Everybody Good podcast. There we go. Okay. Next one. Okay. Am I just doing this whole one?
Oh, okay. I'll do it with you.
So say all of us. Hooray! Okay, must be an English one. I don't know. That sounds okay. Well done, my dudes. I don't know. I don't think that there are many non-corporate podcasts that make it to 5 years. Thank you, AK.
We're definitely not corporate.
Not 5 years, almost weekly for nearly 300 episodes. Bravo. I gotta say, y'all, to the two of you, there's not many people I've spent much time at all that I could say almost for 300 times.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
And I still am laughing and having fun.
Exactly. And if you could see my face, you would see that.
Yeah, we can't even see you right now.
We can't see you. You're still
it won't let me
bars.
It won't let me turn the camera on.
Strange.
Weird.
Okay, AK says, proud of you all and proud to be a small part of the madness. Thanks for everything, Sir AK. proud night of Snap-a-lot.
A big part of it, AK.
Yeah, no,
Big
cut
part of it.
yourself short.
Yeah. Oh, it's my turn.
Thank you, AK.
Well, I have an email. And it's
Do
from
ya?
Jack. I do. It's from Jackie and Buster.
Okay.
Is it
How's
there?
Buster's typing skills coming
Let's
along?
see. Well, let's see.
Looks pretty good. Oh, he's so cute.
The subject is Tubi, the wind beneath my wings. Jackie and Buster say, howdy gang, happy 5th Snop-anniversary. I just did a quick search and it turns out only 11% of podcasts. Wow, this is a very stat heavy
Whoa.
sec.
Yeah.
Only 11% of podcasts make it to 50 episodes, let alone 5 years.
Wow. Only 11%.
I'm kind of impressed with
get to
ourselves now.
50. Okay. Now I'm
Yeah.
like really impressed with ourselves. Okay. We're awesome.
Yeah, no, we're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Let alone
Wow.
5 years. So that is scientific evidence that y'all are indeed top shelf.
All
It
right.
seems because we don't have anything else to do, but we actually do have a lot of things
Oh,
to
no,
do.
we
But
do.
make time
No,
for this because
we
we
gotta
love
make
it.
time for this.
This
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
easy to record this episode.
No.
We're always juggling each other's. It is impressive, but when you really like stop and think about it, for 5 years we've been doing this almost every week.
Yeah.
And we used to do it in person. Like that's
Yeah.
an even bigger
Yeah.
commitment. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
wow,
Till the pandemic, we did.
we're awesome.
And
Jackie-
that's us saying that.
yeah, and I feel like we've earned the right to say that. Jackie continues, you've sheep herded us through a
Shepherded?
shepherded but that's not a word, is it? Is that a
Yes,
word?
it
Yeah,
is.
Shepherded it? Oh, okay. You
No,
say so.
shepherded.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
I like sheep herded
Shepherded.
better.
You've never heard
Shepherded.
like they shepherded us through a
I like sheep herded better.
Shepherded. Well, you just read what you want.
Fine, I'll read it your way. You've shepherded us through a pandemic, candy corn controversies, and peak innuendo-laden film and TV coverage with your dulcet tones and occasional rants. Here's to many more. You have to add and mispronounced words. Been a lot of those. Here's to many more and at least another 5 years of going. All right, Jackie, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
5 years.
That's a lot. No, of course, we'll be here. We're never going anywhere. Also have to give a special shout out to Wendy, without whom I wouldn't have been able to get a D23 badge.
Darn right, man. That was stressful.
Shout out.
D23. I was placed number 8,409 in line.
Really?
And I thought, well, I'm never going to get a ticket. Only to find out, no, that was great because there were over 40,000 people in the queue to get these passes.
Goodness.
Yeah. And I was
Okay.
getting tickets for her and Noe. And, it's like they're trying to find the seats. Like you could pick your seats for the big panels. And like I would go and I could not hardly find two together. And then like all of a sudden someone would appear and then someone would go away because people were holding tickets and letting tickets go.
Geez.
But every time you clear your cart and then it would say, that would restart your time for 15 minutes. It was a cluster that day. It was a mess, but we got
very
them, so
stressful.
You're welcome. It was very stressful. Yeah.
Well, Jackie says, what a hot mess that process was.
Yep.
There you
Yep.
go. And Wendy, she says, thanks for being the wind beneath my Disney wings.
You are welcome. The Disney
Oh.
folk got to support each other.
One could say the Wendy beneath her
Nice.
Disney wings.
Amazing.
You sure could.
Love you guys, Jackie and Buster, and sometimes Wiley too. P.S. I do in fact carry flower petals around for Buster because you just never know when you might need them.
Oh,
And
Buster.
we have some pictures of a very handsome boy.
Oh,
enjoying
what
a day
good
at the
boy,
park.
Buster.
So cute.
Buster in
And
front
Wiley
of some
too.
flowers.
And Wiley.
Buster's in the park. Oh my gosh. And Wiley showing off the goods.
We are friends.
Just full spread eagle.
Absolutely.
Love it. Oh, that's
good
really cute. Very
babies.
cute.
Couple of cute boys there.
Ugh, sweethearts. I have to go pet my cat in a minute. I miss it. Having an animal by me. I have an email from Heather
Oh.
that I just now found in my giant list of emails. It's called Happy Belated 5th Anniversary. Hello, nerds. Happy belated 5th anniversary. I hope you kept your eyes safe on Eclipse Day. Yeah, the
Oh,
clouds
boy.
helped.
Oh boy.
Cloud really helped with the. Ooh.
Yeah, better. All of you did a great job with the Kat Burrell interview. The questions were interesting, and her answers proved she is a lover of words. Aw.
Oh, yes.
She has so many irons in the fire, I got tired on her behalf.
Seriously.
And she's pregnant. I can't
I
believe she does
know.
all those
And
things.
that, yes.
Oh, God.
And that's
Crazy.
no April Fool's.
Yeah.
The women's football groupings have been decided for the Paris Olympics. It looks like the US and Australia are in Group B, and New Zealand will have to play Canada in Group A.
No.
Matchups should be
Oh.
fun. Oh,
No.
wow.
I don't want it. No. That means we have to play the Matildas. I feel bad.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the Matildas.
I like all those teams. Oh, well. As Kat had dubbed me the poet laureate of the pool, of the pod, sorry. of the pool.
Haha, see,
I
Wendy
should-
made a mistake. Haha.
It's not because I didn't know what the word was. I just
Wendy made a mistake.
pod pool. Sometimes the T looks like another OL. Anyway, I thought I'd share a quick limerick to commemorate your snop-iversary.
Ooh, okay.
It's called the 5th snop-iversary.
Okay.
The flannel-clad crew called the Snop unite nerds round the world, full stop. For the last 5 years and many cold beers, their podcast is over the top.
Aww.
Lovely.
I feel like I should do this. Like, oh, I'm clicking, like snapping, clapping,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I bet you can't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
I
It's, like,
can hear
silent.
it. Can you hear mine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
can
we're at a
tell.
slam poetry event.
I'm doing
Very
it too.
nice. Thank
Nice.
you, Heather.
Well,
Heather, that's
thank
beautiful.
you.
Much better than
That was
AI.
cool.
Much
Whatever.
better.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Enjoy the week, says Heather. The end.
Thank you, Heather. You
Thanks,
as well.
Heather.
Thank you.
You're
I
awesome,
like a
Heather.
birthday poem. My anniversary
man.
poem. Poem.
A poem. A
Poem.
poem. All
Poem.
poems.
Poem.
According to Mr. Emily Dickinson. Okay.
Did you say Mr. Emily?
I said I did say Mr. because it's her father that
Sarah
says
made
it
a
that way.
mistake.
No. It was intentional. It was intentional. Because it's her father that calls them
All
poems. If
right,
you've ever
all
seen
right.
the great show, Dickinson, great queer show, have you seen it?
No,
Okay,
I stand corrected.
that's what I thought. But
I'm going to say
great
cat is
news.
sherd nerds.
No, stop
shird
it.
nerd.
Moving on.
Moving on, Liz from LA bought us 15 beers.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Liz says
Sounds
5
good to me.
beers each in celebration of 5 kick-ass years. We adore you. Fuck yeah, ladies. Never change.
That's such a Liz
Extremely
email.
large amount of
I love
exclamation
it.
points. I love it.
So Liz.
Yeah,
Nice.
we're trying to get it together with Liz for some Stomp trivia.
Yeah,
This one, I think Liz went on a really fun trip recently. I think.
she did.
Yeah, Australia,
There's
New
a-
Zealand.
There's a
New
lot
Zealand.
going on. There's a
Yeah,
lot going on in Liz's
so-
life. So, but yeah, in maybe a month or so ish, we're gonna have a very special episode with Liz. We're gonna do the Snop
Yes.
quiz part 2. So
Can't
yeah,
wait.
that's gonna be awesome. So Liz, you're the GOAT, Liz. You're the
Mhm.
greatest of all time. We love you so much. Thank you for the beers. And yeah, you're the best.
Thanks, Liz.
Speaking of the best, you know what we love, guys? You know what we absolutely love to see happen?
What?
Reviews.
Eclipses.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no, Wendy, I wasn't
No,
gonna-
Wendy. I'm sorry.
I wasn't gonna bring that up again.
Mm-hmm.
No. We got another review.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And this everyone at home, take notes. It's 5 stars.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
the name of the title of this review is Women, Nerds,
Women.
Gays, Perfection.
Love it.
And the body of the review is as follows. If you aren't sure whether this is the podcast for you, just listen to the theme song. It really says it all. The first time I heard that song list out exclusively shows and fandoms that are firmly rooted in my heart, I knew this was the place for me. I had the pleasure to meet some of the hilarious hosts in person at a Winona Earp convention and can attest that they are truly as fun and passionate as they sound on the podcast. I look forward to many more episodes of nerdy perfection.
Aw,
Wow.
What
Yay.
a
Thank
review.
you.
What
Thank
a
you.
review.
Wow.
Nerdy perfection.
Well, thank you to whoever gave us that review. We obviously know you because we met you at a EarpCon. But thank you for taking the time to not only give us a 5-star rating, but this is a very well, thought out and composed review. This is really
Yeah.
this is not something, this takes time and we appreciate your
Yeah.
time.
Yes, really do.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So thank you.
Yeah. I think that concludes the sack,
I
but
think
if,
it does.
but there are ways, like if you, of course, want to leave a review, there's a lot of things you can do. And we also have our Discord that we
Mhm.
mentioned earlier. I'm not going to say the case sensitive link again. You could flip back and listen to that if you need it. But yeah, there are a lot of ways, and we really appreciate these reviews. And again, these reviews help us get guests on the show.
Mhm.
And so please do go and give us 5 stars on whatever platform you're listening on that allows reviews. If they don't allow reviews, we understand.
Yeah, not your fault.
Not
No.
your fault.
Not your fault.
Yeah.
All right. Is that a show?
I think that's
Thanks
a
for
show.
hanging.
I think
It's a
so.
Thanks for hanging.
It's a show and a half.
Yeah.
We hang on the Twitter
We
sometimes.
called this one Mail Sack and Chill.
There
There we go.
You know what we forgot to mention?
Tubi.
How much we love Tubi.
God, Tubi, they're just always out there, and I just I plan my day around Tubi now at this
Same.
point.
Mhm.
And so sometimes I just forget to mention it out loud because I'm thinking it so much.
Sure,
How
it's
much
such
I love them.
It's like such a part of. It's like ingrained in you. So like,
Yes.
yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But yeah, Tubi's great. We love Tubi.
So like, Mail Sack and Tubi, maybe? That's always a good combo.
I mean, that sounds like a great night to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good way to go there.
Mhm.
Mail sack and Tubi.
Mhm.
Tubi on Twitter, where it's Snot Podcast with 1D.
Tubi on Facebook and Instagram. We're at She Nerds Out Podcast.
If you want to be sending us some mail, you can send that to shenerds@gmail.com or go to our website, shenerdsOut.com, and send us you can leave us a message, a voice message. You can buy us some beers like Liz did. Get caught up on all the episodes. It's really one-stop snopping.
One-stop
It's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Tubi.
Say,
It's a great place to be.
All right,
think-
then. I think that's
Yeah.
a wrap. Cat already left. I mean,
I'm
can't even
still
see
here,
her.
guys. I'm
Xbox.
still
Oh,
here.
no, she's there. Okay.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Well, so we see you again next time. Sheep, nerds,
Oh,
redacted.
yes. Redacted.
Okay. I think I stumped you,
Shirts.
but I want to work in.
Shirts.
I just-
That's how I'm
Just
saying.
want to
it.
make sure Kat was anguished.
Right.
Okay, but for real though,
You could see me right now. I'm so mad.
she nerds out.
Shirts.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things.